Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. And on this Cricket Happening Show, I'm going to look at the South African team that has been selected. As you know, South Africa are touring India, and this is going to be one hell of a contest because the reason being, in the past, if you look at the record, South Africa have never had such a long tour. So they are going to have a long and arduous tour of India. It's going to be starting in the month of October, November, and they are going to be there for probably more than 2 months. So this is the first time that India and South Africa are contesting a 5-test series in India, and that is going to be very interesting. As I said, it is going to be a very hard tour for them. But yes, one good thing is that they are coming probably in October. There is a bit of heat in the atmosphere in India, but in November it really comes down. So I think it's going to be a real test for the South Africans, but I think they are still in good hands, because the reason being, in India the weather is normally, in the summer is in the March, April, so I think the rain will also stay away, so we should have some real good cricket being played, and one is really looking forward to that. But what a series that is going to be. It's going to be a real cruncher. Virat Kohli has just picked up his maiden test series win, so this is the first time that Virat Kohli will be leading India against South Africa at the home side, on home territory. That would be very interesting. But the reason that I'm here today is to discuss the South African team that has been selected for this long Indian tour. Now, just looking at the squad here, they have actually selected the South African Test squad, the One-Day squad, and the T20 squad. Now, one thing that I would like to, South Africa, they have 3 different captains, as you know. South African Test squad would be led by Hashim Amla, the captain. AB de Villiers is back. Temba Bavuma is another player who impressed. He has been given a chance in the Test arena. And what was very interesting as far as South African selection is concerned, because the South Africans were really in a sort of a puzzle as to what to do, because they know that subcontinental crickets definitely suit spinners. They know there will be a lot of pitches that they will encounter where there will definitely be turn, as India has some very good spinners in their ranks. Now South Africa, what they have done is they have decided to go for 3 spinners. So they have Imran Tahir, who would be the spinner who would be actually leading from the front. He would be supported by Dan Peat, who has been doing a very good job in all the matches that South Africa have played against India A. And they also have another spinner. I'm trying to see, Varun Fungiso is there in the one-day mix of things. So they definitely have gone for a lot of spinners. If you look at it, they have Imran Tahir and Dan Peat are there, and they also have Arun Fungiso, who is there in the one-day mix of things. Now whether Simon Harmer, I one thought that probably Simon Harmer, who has done well, would probably be a part of the mix, but one does not see Simon Harmer's name mentioned. He's also very good right-arm off-spinner, did well against the India A team. Now the South African Test squad would be led by Hashim Amla, AB de Villiers, Temba Bavuma, now JP du Plessis, Dean Elgert. Now Simon Harmer is definitely a part of the, and I'm very happy to see that in the Test squad, what South Africa have done, they have decided to have 3 spinners, and that's really refreshing. And I think that's the right move. They have Imran Tahir, they have Simon Harmer, they have Dan Peat, all off spinners. Morne Morkel. Now the pace attack will be led by Dale Steyn, Morne Morkel, renowned philander. It will be interesting to see what life they could extract from the Indian pitches, and if they can do that, I'm sure they would be having their tails up there. And also Kagiso Rabada is one to watch. We know what damage he did against Bangladesh, but later on we saw that the Bangladeshi batsman really got after him. It would be interesting to see how Kagiso Rabada takes it, because he's a part of all the mixes. In fact, Kagiso Rabada, the tearaway pace bowler, young pace bowler has been selected in all the squads. He figures in the Test squad, he figures in the ODI squad, he figures in the T20 squad. So he's a sort of a big man in the scheme of things for South Africa. And the batting, and then they have Dale Steen, Kalies Rabada, Van Philan, Moni Morkel. They have Stein van Zyl, who is a reserve opener, Dane Villas. So that is the South African Test squad. The ODI squad, A.B. de Villiers will be leading the team. Kyle Abbott, Hashim Amla, Farhan Bahadin, who has been doing very well of late. Quinton de Kock, who has got an excellent, in fact, he reeled off 3 centuries against India in that one-day series when India last ruled South Africa. J.P. Dumi, Dupesi, Hemant Tahir, David Miller, one of the tonkers of the cricket ball, Bonnie Markle, Chris Morris is a part of the ODI squad, Aaron Fungiso, the spinner, Kagiso Rabada, Really Rozu, another very, very talented player, and it's a treat to watch Really Rozu getting to action with one days, according to me, and Dale Steen. But there's no one-arm Philander in the one-day squad, and I think the ODI squad also has a very, very good composition. As far as the T20 squad is concerned, Duplessis is the one who will be leading the team. Kyle Abbott, Hashim Amla, Farhan Bahadin, Quinton de Kock, Merchant de Longe, de Villiers, Domini, Hemant Tahir. Now Eddie Lee is the right arm leg spinner who played against Bangladesh. Now Eddie Lee was so it will be interesting to see how Eddie Lee bowls. He picked up some wickets against Bangladesh, I remember. David Miller, Chris Morris, Kagiso Rabada, David Weiss, the all-rounder, and Kaya Zondo. Now Kaya Zondo is the new cap in this South African mix of things. If you look at everything, there are all those players who have played either some test matches or one-day matches. Kaya Zondo is a real rookie. Now Kaya Zondo, just to talk about Kaya Zondo is a batsman from the Dolphins team, and I'm told he has scored a lot of runs. So let's have a look at Kaya Zondo's career as to why he has been selected in this South African team. I'm told that he bats at number 5 for his franchisee. He doesn't average much, but the good thing is that he has a T20 100. He has not scored much, but he has a century. So probably they feel that Kaya Zondo is one who really has some talent he's a really talented bloke. So it would be very good to see how he shapes up against the Indians on the subcontinental pitches. But one thing is that I'm sure the South Africans, there are a lot of South Africans who are there in the team who have been playing in the IPL, so they definitely have good knowledge about the Indian conditions, the pitches and everything. So I don't find that is going to be an issue for them. But all in all, as I said, there's going to be a long and arduous tour for South Africa for the first time that they're going to be playing a 5-test series against India in India, because previously and never in the history of India-South Africa test matches one has seen more than 3 test matches in India, and so that is going to be something. That's the reason I'm telling you it's going to be a long and arduous tour for South Africa. And I'm sure the weather is very good, so we should have some very good cracking cricket being played between both the teams, and I think that is something that one is really, really looking forward to. The other thing that I'm not going to really dwell in any greater detail, and that is tomorrow. As you know, England last time with the James Taylors made an ODI 100. They came back hard on the Aussies. And they saw to it that they kept the one-day series alive. So the series is absolutely alive. So tomorrow England will get a crack at Australia, and they had an opportunity to go level up the 5-match series 2-2 and then make the final one-day international into a very fitting finale. Whether they will do that remains to be seen. But I'm sure England will have the newfound confidence now. After winning that particular one-day international, the 3rd one-day international. So the 4th one-day international, and Australia will be hoping that they can actually put it across England, because once Australia wins the 4th one-day international, they still will be winning the series. So tomorrow it will be a must-win game for England if they have to keep their chances. They are going to level the series. So that is going to be an interesting proposition which is coming up tomorrow. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I think it's time for me to wind up this cricket afternoon show for today. Hope you all loved this cricket show of mine, which discussed about the South African team, which is coming to India, and for the first time in the history, South Africa and India are going to contest a 5-test series, which is going to be played in India in the month of October and November, which are good months in India. As you all know, I hail from India, so I definitely know what the weather pattern is in India. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, this is your host Ram, winding up this cricket show for today from my home studios here in Toronto in Canada. Till such time I see you tomorrow, it's goodbye. Thank you.